Right then. It's about 8 in the morning, Thursday, second to last day. Look who's come to see me straight away, look. Ain't even got the boat out yet. Some breakfast, you know. Don't snatch it. Can we get another one? All the chicks are out, look. There's always one a little bit behind us over there, look. He's a doodler, a dawdler. I've sussed out that it's the mum who comes to take him out behind. The dad's a bit mardy. There's the mum, she's coming back, look. The dad don't trust me. The mum does. See, feeding the chicks, look. There's one over there. I'm going to throw that one some. Feed himself. There you go, now the dad's giving it some, look. He's getting left out. Love them. I can see it now. That'll be enough. Get it out by that white post. And we'll come back when we get some action. Oh, we're in. I was just taking the boat out on rod number 3, lot. So it didn't take long. By the time I've got the, well, I ain't even got the third rod out. That bait boat's just floating around. Oh no. I better hope the fish don't go up there then. That's mad. Still got him, lot. It's quite far out, it's about halfway out still. The bait boat's over there, lot. From that rod down there. Oh. Well, this feels like a bit of a lump. Quite a slow one. Normally the slow ones are the bigger ones. So hopefully it's a bigger. It's a bigger. We'll soon find out. I'll be back in a bit. We're getting closer to the net. There he is. Wow, powerful fish. It's like a workout coming in for a week. I'm telling you. Whew. Not just for me, for the fish as well. Probably more for me. Ooh. Look at that. Ooh. There he is, look. Come on, lad. Come on, Joe. A nice one, isn't it? And he's in the net. Oh. He's in the net. Oh yes. That is a chunk. Look at that. Lovely, isn't it? Get him out, get him weighed, get him back. There he is, look. Little cuckoo. Let's get him weighed, get him back. 32.8. His gold scales. He's off, look. Boom. I don't know if you can see that snake. You see it? Check it out. How's Snake here? How's Sid? See some right wildlife here. How's Saeed? Where are you going? In a rush now, see me lot. It's Saeed. Maybe catfish him, somebody takes you out. Slippery little freak. Crazy. It's quite hard to get 4 rods out on here. By the time you've got 3 out, you've got a fish. So I'm just getting the boat back again from the third one. So see if I can get this in. I want to put my shorts on and get a drink. It's getting hot now. Drink a bottle of water, and then I'll get the 4th rod out if I can. It's going to go crazy today and tomorrow. It's going to go mental. They've stopped spawning now. They're fighting hard and they're feeding like they've never ate. Right there, here's the bait we've got left. Might look like a lot, but it's a small wheelbarrow. And we've got a bit in there. That's it. 2 days. Looks like a lot, but no. Want to catch fish, you've got to put some bait out. Just had a knock. Which one was it? This first one, was it? Yeah, this first one. I seen the line move a little bit a minute ago actually. A little bit of movement on the line. Let's have a sit steering it, see if it goes off. For a minute. It never goes off when you're looking at it normally. It's normally when you're doing something. Yeah, this left one's had a couple of knocks already. A couple of knocks it is then. A couple of knocks it is. I'm not staring at this all day. That's just not fishing. That's staring. I'll get something done around my camp, clean up a bit. And I'll come back when we have some action. We get a bite around this time every day. Roughly around this time, not exactly this time, but like clockwork on here. So I would be surprised if we don't get a bite very soon. Even though it's like 3,000 degrees today. But still, fish has got to eat. Hot, hot, hot. Warm, warm, warm. I better get some cold stuff out of the belly. Like Clint Eastwood, look. Double gunslinging. Okay, punk. Make my day. Come on, carp. Make my day. I knew that one was going to go. I told you that one was going to go. I said that one was going to go. Like clockwork. Because I've got my hat on. Whew. I've been sitting down there on a bucket out of the sun for 10 minutes. Just walked down, nipped into the bivvy, bang. The 20 to 3 fish comes. It's about 20 to 3. Look at that water, it looks like glass. Whew. Well, the other one's going. I know that must be on it. I think that's on it. That's on that line. Ooh. Steady away. Right, now I'll come back in a bit when I get him closer to the net. Looks like he's taking me on a journey. Ooh. Trying to. Ooh. Ooh. I've got the butt end of this rod right at the top of my leg. It's not comfy, but it's the only way. Alright, I'll come back in a bit, because it looks like it's going to be a little while with this one. As soon as I get him near the net, I'll be back. Still got him on, look. I've got sweat dripping down my head. Whew. Look, I've got factor 50 on, and at that, I'm dripping. It feels nice, this one does, feels like a big chunk. Obviously I'm going to say that, I say that every time probably, but this one is a big one. Whew. It's taking me back down there. I've just brought the landing net up here. Now it's taking me back down where I was, where the landing net was. And it's going to be a bit of a journey, this one. So I'll give it 5 minutes and I'll come back to the recording. There he is, not coming across the top then. Ooh. Ooh. Every time I feel like taking a bit of line, it's like he knows what I'm thinking, so he takes a bit instead. Gotta watch that tree there. It's hot. There he's not. Looks like a beast, let's have a look at it. Oh yes, look at that. Yes, getting weighed, getting back. There it is, look. Look at the size of that. Here we go, look. It's a 30 pounder, give or take. Woo. Let's get him back. Ooh. is off. Rod number 1, like clockwork. Normally when I get a couple on this one, it goes to number 3 after that. I'm going to get this rod number 1 back out. There she blows. Can we get this boat out and back in again before we get a run on another rod? Let's hope so. I don't like it stranded. I'm going a little bit further to the left of that post now, about 10 foot to the left. Found a little hole down there, a few little fish in it waiting for me. Let's get this boat in, get myself a drink. Whoa. We'll get back to it in not long. Ooh, check out my outlet. That's what I'm talking about. Goes both ways. Take people out with that. Multi-purpose. Check it out. You definitely don't want to see my face. That's one thing you're not missing. It's about 30 degrees now. Putting sun cream on about every hour, just to make sure I don't dissolve. Ugh. Right then, I'll be back in a bit. I think we're in. That same rod again. We're just taking a baguette up for Keith. Oh, just take a Keith a baguette. Well, we've got dropped off at the lake. And it's screaming. Oh. Same rod again. Having a few more on this rod since the last press the GoPro because the battery ran out. I've got a spare, but that was down the digs, so that's on charge now. But yeah, I've had a few since the last recording. There's quite a few fish I missed out on the recordings because I've only got 2 batteries. They don't last long. Ooh, that was buzz. That was a proper buzz running down for that. Right, I'll come back to the recording when we get close to the bank. Ooh, bit of a tug. I've had it on a little while, it's still quite far out. I'm still heavy breathing from running down to get the rod. But it's still quite far out. We're making a bit of progress. But it's still going to be a little while. I bet we're trying to make a move. Trying to make a bolt for it. You want to get him nearer the net, I'll come back. It's quite close to the side now. It took a while, this one has. If I left the camera on all the way through it, probably would have, battery would have run out. So otherwise, I'll just leave it on. Because it'll give you an epic battle sometime. Waste of time. Oh. Whew. There we go, lightly turned. Not quite. There's some last bursts. Still 3,000 degrees out here, by the way. Sweating my tits off. But I needed already to get it this far. Come on, lad. It's like Free Willy. Come on. Come on now. It's like arm wrestling. Oh, look at that, come on. Tried to swim out, look, didn't it? It must have been caught before. Tried to swim out last minute. He's in there, let's have a look at him. Look at that for a slab. Slabber. That tail, like a paddle. Let's get him out, let's get him weighed, let's get him back. There he's not. Fat gate. Chunk, innit? Let's get it weighed. Whoa. We don't feel that a bit after that. Oh. It's the same as the last one. Just 30 pounder. Well, just under actually, because I didn't take the weight of the bag off. Mid-20s, mid-late 20. Fatty then. Look at him. How tall it is. From his bottom to his back. When that's bigger, it's going to be a force to be reckoned with for these couple of years. A broad back. Big paddle tail on it as well. He's off. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Lights are on, but there's nobody there. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. And knock back, eh? I'll give you a knock back. Does this work? Ooh. 3, 2, 1. It was a knock. A line bite. No, it's not a line bite. It's definitely activity on the bait. Picked it up and spat it out. Knock, knock, knocking on the heaven's door. Same rod. Again. We're in. Ooh. That banged on the ridge monkey torches that jumped out of the bivvy. So the ridge monkey torches on the floor. But we're in. Right out on the other side as usual. Ooh. Let's go in for it. Might be able to see it dropping out there. I'm not sure if you can see it on the top. Might be able to follow the line down with that sun on it. Fish was on the top a minute ago. Just see it on the top a little bit now. Right, as soon as we get getting closer to the net, we'll return. A few minutes later, I've still got him up. Still quite far out, but coming in a little bit at a time. It's not putting much of a fight up, it's just holding its ground. I'm going to say it again on it. It's a big one. Normally the big ones do that, don't they? You must, well, if you don't know, you do now. The big ones normally just sit still for a bit. It's not really scrapping, it's just sitting there like it weighs more than me. Which ain't, it don't have to be that big to weigh more than me, to be honest. You don't have to be that big to weigh more than me, but I'm strong. I'm stronger than fish. I'm not sure if you can see it. I'm not sure about the angle of this camera, but it's about halfway out now. Just away from that shadow in the water. Not quite far from the shadow, but I'll switch off and come back when we get near the net. Ooh. This is, I'm not coming near the net yet, but when he does get near the net, every time I say the net, I don't know that word. Every time we come near the NET, as soon as we get near the net, I'll start recording again. As close as we've been. I know I say it every fish, I say everyone's big every time, but this one is big. It's weird as well because at the start of the week when they were spawning, they didn't feel as big, even though they were bigger, a lot of them, because the flight's different. But now they stopped spawning, filling up with food. The proper fighters. But this is it feels like a lump, this one does. Again, I can see his shoulders sticking out of the water already, look. Look at that. It's a hunchback one, this one is. Let this be the one. Let this be the one. Let this be the one. That was the one. Sometimes I don't even know if it's swam off that quick. Look at the back on that one. That's definitely a hench, that one is. Look at it. That's definitely a 40 pounder. Gotta be. Or am I dreaming? Am I hallucinating? Look at the size of that. Let's get that chunk out and get him weighed. Look at that. Now that is a beast. Let's get it weighed. 44.
Bigger than that, isn't it?
Yeah, you can't see, the sun's on the thing, look. You can't see it proper. There is, look, the beast. Look at that. Ooh. Knock on that rod whilst we're releasing the beast. It's hard to get 3 rods out here. He's off, look. Must have seen that bag, didn't he? Funny guy. Right then, let's get back to it. Get some more bait out there. These fish are loving it. That shade's getting a bit bigger, look, on the other side. The sun moves around, but I like to get quite tight to the bank. That's where they've always been pissing about. I like to get tight to the bank if possible. Well, not tight, but a few feet away. Because I know that's where the fish are always messing about. I've seen them all week and I've caught them there all week. So, get the boat back and we'll get on it. Look at that. Don't get dark till about 11 o'clock, either half 11 at night. It's mad. It's crazy. Fish jumping about to the left of that white post, about the same distance off the bushes where my bait is. So I'm expecting a bit more action up that left hand side soon. Very soon. We've got a couple of beeps off this one again a minute ago. Only a couple of little knocks. This right hand side one, I'll bring that in a minute. It's sitting dormant for a half hour. I'm not into that. Yeah, that left hand rod's ready to go. That left hand rod is definitely ready to go. I've seen some movement in the same spot where it is, exactly the same spot. So we'll come back if it does. We're in. Again. It's only about 10 minutes since the last one. 10-15 minutes. As usual, I'll return when we get it a bit closer to the net, so you don't get too bored. Still got him. I need a film crew. If we recorded all the action what we got while we're here, all of it, rather than just bits of it on the GoPro, it'd look even more mental, because you're only seeing half of it. Sometimes I ain't got the GoPro on or it's charging or whatever. Quite a lot of times actually. But if there's a film crew out there who want to follow me around for nothing, I'll feed you in boilies. Like I do these moor ends. Alright, I'll come back in a bit as usual when we get this plodder closer to the bank. I'm not going to say it. It's a big one though. I'm not going to say it's a big one, even though it is a big one. I'll be back when it's closer to the net. I'm a bit of a bolt lot. Been on about 5-10 minutes now. Just knocked into the other line a little bit. It's got a back lid on, so it should be alright, but I just got it quite close and it zoomed off. Oh, there we go. Let's get around here a little bit. Where the net is. Oh, he doesn't like that word, does he? I don't like the word net. Last one didn't. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to be ready for a little bit, so I'll come back in a bit again. We've still got it. It's quite close to the top a minute ago. I haven't seen it yet though, but it was quite close to the top. Almost popped up. Seen a bit of my leader. And that's it. There he is. Look at this day light. Come on, lad. yeah. That's a sign. When they do that, you know it's not ready. Trying to get the view on this camera good for you. Well, that's not really my priority at the minute. I'll try my best. Here we go. Come on, lad. Come on, lump. Oosh. Another monster in the net. What we got? Wow. Now this one. We're finding the big ones now, look, aren't we? Yeah, look at that. The scales on him. He's a beauty. If that's got to be over £40. That's definitely over £40. Definitely need to. Let's get him out and get him weighed, and then get him back. Wow, what a beast! Check it out. I'm not bothered if I get wet because this heat will dry in about 10 seconds. Look at that. Just finding the big ones now, aren't I? Starting to feed. Look at that. Look at the depth of it. Let's get him out and get him weighed. Look at the size of that. Look at the scales on it as well. It's going to flip out on me in a minute, so I better get ready to stand back. Look at that tail. Size of that. You can paddle a boat with that. Look at that beast. It's getting weighed. Sun's on it, but it's... Damn, what does that say? Can't see it because of the sun. Oh man. £47. I'll take up and try it again out the sun, but I can't see it because of the sun. Yeah, £47, I think. I'll try it again in a minute. Here he is, look. £45. Whew. Checking him out. What a monster. I've got a picture of this one anyway because it's so nice looking. Can't resist it. Let him rest for a bit. We'll make sure he's alright. Then we'll let him swim off. We've not got much choice about that, but yeah, we'll let him swim off. We'll just get his breath back. Here he is, look. What a beast. Let's get back out there. Oh, look at them little tiny fish above them as well. I see a little baby fish, little fry. I don't know if you can see it on camera. Little fry right on top of the water. Following him around like he's a whale. Cleaning him. Tiny fry already. That's from him spawning this week. And last week. Oh, tiny little fry. Taking a while to go, this one is, but that's why you got to have a retainer so you can keep your eye on him. If he sinks now, without swimming off, I'll dive in and grab it, put it back in that. I'm ready. Go and make sure they're swimming off properly. If I went in and grabbed hold of it, it'd probably swim off and take me with it. It's just chilling, getting its breath back. It's been spawning all week. It's been eating loads of food. Now it's been battling. Now it's been on the bank. It's had a hook in its lip. So I think it needs a break. That's what it's saying to himself. pond skaters flying by. Look. We've got Snatchy over there. And his missus. $6,000 out here. We're going into the digs in a bit to get a monster burger. Monster burger. And some fries. And a monster burger, some chips. Some beans. Monster burger. Let's have a look at this monster burger. It looks like a fish. Look at that. Slowly does it. Beautiful. We can all guess what rod that was on, can't we? It's got a fresh battery in the bait boat. Look. Check it fly now. Took about half hour to bring it back last time. It's a bit choppy, the water is now with this light wind. But a new battery. Rapido. That's why they call it a wave runner, you see. Obviously. Obviously. Sun's gone behind them trees now. Thank God. I'll just put the unhooking mat back over there. The retainer and the cradle. It's easier once they land them, just to put them straight in. Look at that. Ooh. Another half hour, if that. We'll get something to eat and come back in a bit. So we'll be back here about 9:30 tonight. Unless obviously we'll get some action before then. Then we'll be back as soon as the action happens. So how close we can get. Hopefully you can see them on there. Look pretty cool. Look like miniature beavers. They're eating grass, so look like little lawnmowers. How cool are they? People don't like them around here apparently, but I think they're cool. They've got like little grey beards, look. Tyrod. They're coming straight at me. See if I can move while they're there. Didn't like that. Can't have very good eyesight, or they're not bothered. Every time I move, he's back to back, look. Looks like a beaver crossed with a rat, crossed with a guinea pig. Faces are cool though, they've got cool little faces. They don't look like rats. Ooh. She's a little grey beard. So they're going to run off now, obviously. Well, when I say obviously, they're making a plan to attack me, not. I just told his mate, if he gets any closer, we'll do him. Not going to tag team me. Oh. A jumpy jump. They stayed still, they think I can't see them, look. See ya. You beavery looking fruit. That's close down to it, yeah. Just right there. Let's just swim up. Look cool when they're swimming as well. It looks like a beaver on there, doesn't it? He knows I'm filming him, don't I? The web feet, look at his web feet. Looks like he's got web back feet, but not web front feet. Oh, I might have just made that up. Here we have him. The French rodent. Who looks like a beaver. Crossed with a Gunaya pig. Look at his web back feet. Oh, that's cool. He's having a wash in front of me, look. Showing off. Right, mate. He's trying to say that you clean animals. Is that what you're saying? I'm about 2 foot away from it. Crouching down. It don't seem that bothered. Well, the other one's coming behind like to do an attack. I just look behind me, the other one's circling around, they're planning it. Yeah. Him swimming up. He even swims like a beaver lot. He's using his back legs as a paddle rather than his tail. That was cool. He's made lot. Like that. Might be a breeding pair, there might be babies, because I'm sure they grow bigger than that. So a bit of a knockdown there. We're in. Just about to go in for tea as well, so it's going to be about 5 minutes. Bit of a screamer as well. Right under that tree in the far bank. As usual, I'll come back when we're getting closer in. Whoa. I wonder if it's another 40. Come on. There we go. We're quite close in now. Let's try and get around this bit if we can. Only a baby, this one, I think. There's only a baby. Got flies landing all over me. There's not a baby. But I don't think it's a 40 pounder. There we go. Come on, lad. Come on. Be swimming in the net in a minute if it gets any closer. They don't like the word net, do they? There we go. There we go. There we go. Shouldn't let him put his head under. No, I'm not rushing him in anyway. Let him do his thing. My brother resting my rods in. because I'm going to get something to eat. I just left this one extra few minutes. Because I knew it was ready to pop off. And it did. This is the one this time. It's never the one when I say it's the one, is it? Thought you knew that by now. I'll land it around here because my net's ready. Here we go. This is the one. There's only a baby. The small ones fight more. When I say small, should be a Inj's low 20 pounder, 22 pounder. Let's weigh him. We'll find out. Yeah, 26.7 in the bag, so it's about 22.7, about 22 and a half. Look him back. Ooh. Then I was ready for some tea. Just want to be straight off. Looking for the way out, look. Ooh. Dropped on the side. He's off. Right then, let's get some tea. I'll come back out about 9:30. Right then, I'm back. Just had a massive burger at the digs. Some chips, some beans, monster burger with mint. So let's get back at it. It's about 9:30 now, 9:45 in fact. It's more light for the time of night again. So get the boat back out. I'm going to put one out at first. Give it 10 minutes and put another one out, because it might just be too mad to fish on more than one rod. Because we'll get one every 10-15 minutes anyway. If I end up waiting half an hour for a bite, something's gone wrong. That's how crazy it is on here. I'll do. Empty the hoppers. Spin the boat round. There we go, it's coming back. Right then. 10 o'clock now. Someone's been out 15 minutes. Got the moon out a little bit up there. It's still sunny. It's crazy on here though, isn't it? It's like boat, bite, fish, 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 boat, bite, fish. So I've got the boat, I'm going to get a bite, and I'll get the fish. So I'm going to put this boat out with this rod. Just have 2 rods out. Excuse me, 2 rods out tonight. I'm going to fish on 2 rods all night. All night long. You don't catch that many on here at night time, to be honest. You probably would if you kept casting out like you're supposed to, but obviously I'll fall asleep. If I get one, I get one. If I don't, I don't. I'm not going to keep moving it like I normally would. But still, I should still get a couple in the night with that technique, which is not really a technique. So get this rod out. We'll see where we go from there. As soon as we get some action, I'll return. It's the last night now, so we've got a night fish on it. It's the last night. Got not night fish on the last night. Be a bit daft, wouldn't it, not to night fish on the last night. Especially when it's the last night. There he is, look. The boat's going out. We've got one to the left of that white post. I'm going to put this one to the left of that white post out there. That boat's ran with bait as well. Loads of bait on there. There we go. Up to the hoppers, spin him round. There he is, look. So as soon as we get some action, I'll be back. We're in. Screamer. What time is it, Keith? Do you know?
Oh, 10.
You just gave me a good look, didn't you? Walked down on my spot as soon as you landed. Scream's off.
That's what I did.
I'll stop the recording anyway. I'll record it when it gets near the side. Dark's kicking in, isn't it? Moon's out, look. Fish still like it though. Let's have it. We've still got him, look. Going close to the side now, look. Changed his mind, hasn't he? Proper changed his mind here, hasn't he? There he is. Ooh. Oh, grab that, Keith, grab that. Move rod's gone, look. Same time. So we've got two on the go. Boing. Both rods went. Get this one in there now. This one's about ready. There he is, look. He's in. He's in the net. Meanwhile,
There's a right chunk.
would be. Got me fucking bait in it. There's this one, look.
Twat smell, what are you after? I know your game is. Look at it. Have you fired up
What's
to
it?
it?
Are you far, look?
It's top of its head, isn't it?
It's not far, look.
It's gotta be, look. It's going to spear it.
Huh? It's not like it's in its mouth, look.
Yeah, it's definitely.
It's just acting nutty, isn't it? It's not far looked. It's not far looked. It's a 64.
Another.
Look at me fucking torture with my eyes.
It looks golfy though, look.
Yeah, fair. Don't look.
Top 20, isn't it?
It's a low.
25.
It's a low 20.
Shut up.
Let's get it back. It's knackered, look.
That's how hot it's been today, 18.
And then here's the next one. We're not going to get him out and weigh him. Just going to let him go. He don't want to come out now, look. He didn't want to go in the net. No, he don't want to come out of the net. Come on, off.
Let's take that with him.
I know he wants the net, doesn't
Quite like the net.
he? There he's gone.
I love it. Oh, he's shot off quick, didn't it?